So, I've been on a Bleach binge lately. I've been rewatching the anime with a friend who hasn't seen it yet, and watching a lot of James Henson videos. He's a big influence for this video, and playing a lot of Brave Souls. This game is this fucking piece of shit. Basically, I've been re-evaluating my opinions on the series, and I'm gonna be honest with you. When I dropped the Bleach manga to continue Naruto, looking back on it now, I kinda regret the decision. Moving away from that, back to my point. I've been watching a lot of Bleach, and I'm currently on the Soul Society arc, and I really want to talk about it. I have a high muse? Yeah, you know what I mean. There's this one conversation, this scene with Ichigo and Isshin that I really love. It comes from episode 9, Unbeatable Enemy. Basically, it puts an end to the sub-story about Ichigo and his mother in the previous episode, Memories in the Rain. It adds really good growth and development for Ichigo's character. We gotta look at Ichigo at an emotionally vulnerable state. He isn't the sword-swinging badass from the previous episodes, he's just Ichigo Kurosaki, a 15-year-old high school student mourning his mother's death and blaming himself because of it. For 6 years at that. Ichigo in this moment reminds me of my favorite comic book hero, Spider-Man. I think anyone who's read a Spider-Man comic or watched any of its many animated or live-action adaptations know what I'm talking about. Peter Parker blames himself for Uncle Ben's death, his father figure, similar to Ichigo blaming himself for Masaki's death. It's the reason why they both fight, so that no one will have to go through what they went through. I'm sure this isn't a concept that Stan Lee and Steve Ditko created, but they certainly popularized it with their Roll Crawler in his original run in 1962. With great power comes great responsibility. Maybe I'll make another video on these two, point out more similarities, assuming there are more to compare. I'm sure there's, somewhere in there. Now, we're gonna talk about the anime version of the scene. I'd argue it's a bit more powerful due to sound design, the OST, ambience, and the voice acting. Patrick Stets and Johnny Bosch just bring the scene to life. Yeah, I know, dub. Sue me, it's just my preference. Not to say that the manga's bad, by all means it's not. Definitely beats the anime in art style. It's Kubo, after all, tight Kubo. He's good at what he does, and what he does is good. Although I love the anime's version of the scene, the best animated version of it comes from the OVA Memories in the Rain. Same title as episode 8, go figure. Yeah, although I love Patrick and Bosch, I'm not gonna knock the talent of Toshiyuki Morikawa and Masakazu Morita. Even then, the scene is imperfect, because it doesn't have the line of Isshin telling Ichigo that if his son can't die smiling, he as his father wouldn't be able to face Masaki when he dies. It's definitely my favorite quotes in Bleach. The conversation is just amazing. Can't have you going soft on me, boy. Be strong, Ichigo. Live well, grow old well, grow bald well, and then die long after I've died. And if possible, die with a smile on your face. Otherwise, I'll never be able to face Masaki. Followed by, try to shake off that gloom and depression, son. You're way too young to carry such a heavy burden. This is the first time we see Isshin serious, and it hits hard. He strengthens Ichigo's resolve, helping him overcome the guilt he feels about his mother's death, indirectly pushing him to continue his escapades as a substitute Soul Reaper. This is the first time we see Ichigo willing to put aside his own personal feelings, and act not out of convenience or just to protect the things he loves. No, Ichigo legitimately wants to continue being a Soul Reaper so that no one would ever have to deal with the sorrow of losing their parent or even loved one to a hollow. Our conversation with his dad opens his eyes to a bigger picture and helped him beat something that he couldn't have done on his own. Ichigo's final words were, "I want to be strong, so I can continue to protect the innocent from hollows. I want to become strong enough to defeat any hollow, especially this Grand Fisher. I can't face my mother again until I've killed him." And with that, I'll end this video. I've been Grimtoki. This has been Beyond Animation. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.
支えてくれる人たちに日頃の思いを込めたラプソディアプリシエーションな気持ちを届けいつもありがとう本当はありがとうたとえどこに立って君の存在に感謝してるよ